Galatians 4 verse 17 to 18, I basically see just the heart of a father starting to be revealed here, where if you would go to, if someone would come and tell you your child is so bad, and you would look at the bad that is done to your child or in the life of your child, you ask the question, but this can't be him. I know him. I know who he really is. I know what kind of a person he is. What is causing this? And then you come to the conclusion that it is not them. It's because they are under a bad influence. And this is what Paul comes and says in Galatians 4 verse 17 and 18. Let me read verse 17 and 18 to you. It says here, they zealously affect you, but not well. Yes, they would exclude you that you may affect them. But it's good to be zealously affected always in a good thing, and not only when I am present with you. So what Paul is saying here basically, he is saying that these people that came very zealously to affect them. Now, zeal there was basically used as just a word as we understand it, very powerfully wanting to bring what they believe from a emotion or a belief that what they believe is truly true. They come and they say they zealously affect you, or with great influence they come and affect you, but the way wherein these other preachers are affecting you is not well. Yes, they would exclude you that you may affect them. Now, what can that mean? It simply means that they would come and see that these people are now already, that the people in Galatia are now already Christians, and they now want to basically write them behind their name so that they can say, well, we found more followers into Judaism, and they are then they have to exclude these believers from the commonwealth of Israel, and they would have to say to them, you can only become part of this should you be circumcised. So he's saying that they coming to you, but the foundation wherein they come to you is a foundation of exclusion, which is the law, so that you can now become circumcised, so that they can continue to feel good about themselves, and that they can be affected in their flesh, saying, you see, the Jews are still the very special people of God, that the Jews are the only people of God, and that you have to basically to become a Jew in order to be part of the people of God. And if you are ethnically not a Jew, then you can become one by being circumcised. So he says here that they come and they do affect you, but what the influence they have on you is not good. They don't have a good influence on you. They've got a bad influence on you. This is actually all about themselves. Me, myself, and I, wherein they feel good about themselves because they've got more converts into Judaism or Christian Judaism, basically. Now he goes on and he actually says that I'm not saying that nobody should preach to you. He says in verse 4 here, but it is good to be zealously affected. So he says good if somebody can come and zealously affect you always in a good thing. So he says if someone else would come and they would have great zeal and they would basically preach what I'm preaching, in other words, to be affected in a good thing, then I would be very happy. That is a good thing. And then he says, and not only when I am present with you. So he says, I'm not saying that the only place wherein you can be affected zealously in a good way is when I am there. He says, I am open for anybody to preach to you. And we're going to see this even in Galatians chapter 6. And this flows with the context. This is now laying the context of chapter 6. He's coming and he's saying, it is good that people can zealously affect you and get you passionate about something. But now you are passionate about the wrong thing. And it's good if somebody can come, not even when I'm always present, to affect you. And I think what Paul is just trying to say here is, I love you for who you are. And this is not just about me. It's not about my ministry, about me having followers, about me being affected by you believing what I am believing. It's not about that. And I want you to know that. Other people can come and preach here. Other people can affect you in a way wherein you follow what they say. But as long as what it is a good thing, and know this, that this whole thing that you are affected unto is not a good thing. That is Galatians 4 verse 17 to 18.